I'm standing here today because Martin Roeder intercepted a football in 1972. Now, how can I say that with any degree of accuracy? It's a great question, let me tell you. You see, on that day, I was his defensive end. And as he intercepted that football, someone I was blocking now came straight through the front of my knee, and they said I'd never play football again. Well, I did play football before that year was over, but the scouts who were looking at me stopped taking my calls. In December of that year, I was at the Army recruiter in North Platte, Nebraska. I wasn't going, my friend Todd was, but I saw this pamphlet that said Fitzsimmons Army Medical Center is the orthopedic center of the United States Army. I shouted across the room to that recruiter. I said, "Hey, sir, can I get stationed here?" He said, "Son, you sign this contract, I'll put you anywhere." Well, I signed that contract. I got stationed at Fitzsimmons Army Medical Center in Denver, Colorado. I became a military policeman. On my first day of duty at that hospital, I went up to the 5th floor to check out the orthopedic clinic. As the elevator doors opened up, there in the reception window, I saw this little angel. And I thought, if I get to know her, I can figure out who is going to fix my knee. Make a long story short, I got to know her. I got to know them. They never touched my knee, and her and I have been married for 36 years. Every action you take, every decision you make has future implications. Uh, when you're making decisions, if you're not using the information, uh, all the information, if you're not taking your time together, bits and pieces to make sure that you're making a totally informed decision, you could be creating a pain for someone down the road. You could be creating disaster. Let me tell you what I mean. I was walking down the street in McKinney, Texas, and a little girl was sitting there smoking a cigarette. And I said, "Hon, can I ask you a question?" And she said, "Yes, sir." I said, "You going to get married someday?" She said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Are you going to have a family?" She said, "Yes." She said, "You're going to have babies?" She said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Are you going to take your hand and shove it in through that baby's belly button, grab onto her intestines and shake them so hard she'll carry a pain with her the rest of her life?" And she said, "No, sir, I'm not going to do that." I said, "Well, let me tell you how I felt the day I watched my mom die from lung cancer, a disease that started when at the age of 17, she said, 'I'm not hurting anybody but myself.' Every action we take, every decision we make has future implications, and sometimes the way we react to the things that happen to us have the same thing. What was that?